Ladies, and you free thinking men that are here to learn some stuff. I said I was going to do another video, and here I am. Excuse me. I've been home for over 12 hours at this point, and I did start out in my bedroom, surrounded by pillows. Stayed in there for maybe about 5 or 6 hours. Of course, I would get up and walk around. I had a salad for dinner, but just can't get comfortable. This gas that everybody talks about is really real. It's traveled to my shoulders now. It hurts. I'm uncomfortable as hell. I'm not sure what's more uncomfortable, if it's the gas or if it's the incisions. Sitting straight up is the only thing that's helping. So I am on my couch in my living room, the end of it that reclines. I'm surrounded by pillows that are propping up my arms, pillow over my tummy, heating pad here because the weight really helps with the pain. I also use something over my tummy when I get up and walk around. And I have my little heavy neck pillow that I'm using to keep myself, sitting upright and able to sleep. To the ladies that have had this procedure done and been up and popping like right afterwards, kudos to you. I don't know how you did it, but kudos, because I have an extremely high tolerance for pain, and I'm miserable. She sent me home with Dilaudid and promethazine for the nausea and the ibuprofen 800s. I'm trying not to take the Dilaudid because upon reading about them, like I do everything else, they're stronger than morphine and also highly addictive, and I'm just not okay with that. So I'm supposed to take one like every 6 hours, and I've taken one, period. Let me see my box spring in the background. My bed sat like 3 feet high, but we knew that it was going to be a struggle for me to get on and off the bed, so we took the box spring off and left the memory foam mattress. But to get rid of the gas, I've been drinking peppermint tea. I've been walking like crazy. I even resorted to the Gas X extra strength. No relief. This sucks. I really disillusioned myself into thinking that I was going to be like right back up and popping in a couple of days, and I don't think that that's going to be the case. I think I'm really going to have to take the time to rest. But I'm going to listen to my body and, do whatever is best for me. So when I had talked earlier about my doctors and stuff, I said that I had encountered a really bad one. So, like I said, I've always gone to the gyno twice a year since I've been diagnosed with fibroids. I've had polypectomies, various things. But last September, I started going to a new gyno because my insurance switched. So I started seeing her in September, and we discussed some options for me as far as what I was going to do, because my thing at this point has been, I'm in a master's program. I don't have a lot of downtime. If I was going to do any type of surgery, it would have to be during, a spring break or Christmas break or summer break, which for this one, my semester ended April 27th, and I had my procedure May 1st. So anyway, back to this lunch. So I start seeing her. We discuss some options. She wants me to have a DNC and ablation. Really wasn't that fun for those procedures, simply because like I said, I knew that it was something I would have to do again in a couple of, years, because fibroids do grow back. And the only way to keep them from growing back is to remove your uterus. You got to take away where they grow. It's just that simple. I've read, of course, about all of the ablations and all of that kind of stuff, and how, women will do good for sometimes as long as 8 years before they grow back. And some women only get, a couple of months before they grow back. And I just didn't want to keep getting cut on or paying for these procedures, anything like that, because insurance or not, you still gonna pay something. So we discussed the ablation in the DNC. It was coming up on Christmas break. Like I said, you're gonna have to pay something. So 2 weeks before the procedure was supposed to be done, I got the bill saying, they needed like $800 cash to the gynecology office. They don't accept payments, blah, blah, blah. This was literally like 2 weeks before Christmas. And I'm like, okay, so we're going to have to put any type of procedure off at least until spring break, because it's Christmas. I don't have it, whatever. So it just so happens in that same month in December, my period came on and stayed on for about 25 days. And so I'm calling her, literally crying. I'm cramping, I'm bleeding, my period is on. I know my hemoglobin is low. Somebody help me, please help me. This heifer has her nurse call me back, tell me that there's nothing that she can do for me. And I quote, if I had had the surgery when she told me to, I wouldn't be going through what I'm going through now. Who would she? My mama don't talk to me crazy like that. Needless to say, I cussed her real good. And that was the end of our working relationship. But I should have knew that she and I weren't going to work out in the beginning, because when I first started seeing her, I asked ibuprofen 800. I know what works for my body. I know. This is my body. It's been mine for 39 years. I know what I need. This heifer prescribed me tramadol, which is an opiate, instead of the ibuprofen that I asked for. Why would you give me something so strong when I'm telling you that's not what I need? Like, I want the ibuprofen 800, please. Again, I'm in a master's program. I got little nieces that I babysit, boyfriend, kids, their activities, my stuff. I have a job. I can't sit around in a tramadol-induced coma all the time. That I should have been done then, because she made it clear that she didn't listen to me, and what I was saying just didn't matter. I didn't like that, but at the time I felt like, I was just trying to find somebody to help me with what I had going on. But after that whole thing where I bled for 3 weeks and she did nothing, so I was interning with this young lady, and she was telling me about Dr. LaVoir and about the laparoscopic hysterectomy, and showed me her scars and all of that kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, let me get her contact. So this again was still in December. I wasn't able to get in to see Dr. LaVoir until I think the end of January, beginning of February. But they did refer me to an urgent care that would give me some medicine to stop the bleeding. So I went to Panoma and ended up with Dr. Santiago as my primary physician, and went in, explained what was going on, got, pap smear, whatever, walked out. By the time I got to CVS, my prescription had been filled for medroxyprogesterone. Took those pills for 2-3 days. Bleeding had stopped. It was that simple. All she had to do was prescribe these pills that would... It still baffles me as to why she didn't. I mean, felt like she was low-key trying to punish me because I wasn't doing what she wanted me to do. And that's just not okay with me. Like, half of that's not your job. Your job is to help me. Regardless of if you agree with my decisions or not, help me find alternatives. I don't have to do what you say. I don't have to do what nobody say do. I'm grown. So that was the end of my relationship with her. And I read, and I listen to so many conversations where people talk about just how their doctors don't listen. And it's not a matter of education. That can't be the case because I'm working on a master's. I'm far from dumb. I have a friend girl that has a JD, and she's had complaints about doctors not listening to her. Hell, Serena and Beyonce had problems with doctors not listening to them, so it's not even a case of money. But what we all do have in common is we're black women. I'm not dealing with somebody that feels like it's a privilege for them to treat me or that's not going to listen to what I have to say, because this is my body. I know what works for my body. I know what I need. So that's what happened to her with her. That's another reason why I want to bring so much awareness to these types of situations, because in most cases you're going to encounter a doctor that is not going to listen and that does not care, and that's not fair. Like, anytime I think about her, she just aggravates my damn soul. Excuse me. What else do I want to talk about while I'm here and up, because I can't go to sleep because I'm hurting and I don't want to take the pain pills. Oh crap. Before I left the hospital, she gave me a picture of what she removed. She didn't have to cut it up to take it out. She removed it vaginally, took out my whole uterus and the left tube, because like I said, my right one gone. No right tube, no ovary. Still don't know where it's at. Don't know who took it, what the hell they did with it. And that's crazy. Like, where the hell is my ovary at? Anyway. So, my uterus weighed 218 grams upon removal, and the size of an average uterus is like 50 grams. So mine was almost, 3-4 times the size of something regular. And I do have the picture, and it's all lumpy, and like you can just see the fibroids, and it looks disgusting, but really intriguing to me. I mean, if anybody wants to see the picture, I'll gladly inbox it to you. I didn't want to post it, and because some people can't tolerate that. It's a lot to look at. I myself thought it was pretty dope to actually see what was causing all of these problems for me. Really, really interesting that, my uterus was so big. But then, like I said, I hear about women that have fibroids whose uteruses be like 9 and 10 times the size. And if mine was only, and I'm saying only lightly because I hear way worse stories, for mine to have only been, 4 or 5 times the size of a normal one, and for it to be giving me the fit that it was giving me, I can't imagine letting it get to be anything bigger. That just, again, I don't knock anybody for their choices. That's just not for me. I've gotten an enormous amount of feedback from women that are glad that I'm doing this, and I love you guys. And like I said, any questions that you have, I'm here to answer. Another thing, I'm gonna tread lightly with this one, but still, it's a lot of women that, feel like they were born with their uterus, they're gonna die with it, no matter what. And hey, do you, boo boo? I don't knock that. It's a question of, well, God, will heal it. Okay, if that's what you believe in. Again, I don't knock it. I believe that God provided us with people that have tools to remove these things and fix them if possible. That's what I believe in. I don't knock anybody else for their belief. If you feel like, holding on to your uterus for whatever reason is beneficial to you, again, do you, sis? Mine had to go. I wanted mine out. I didn't want to keep feeling like that, and I didn't have to. So, I mean, yeah, I feel like poo now, but 2 weeks from now, I know it's going to be a hell of a lot better, and I'm fine with that. So to everybody that had a little bit of negative feedback, well, I should have just prayed on it. And you pray over your uterus. Let me do what I'm going to do with mine. Okay? I'm going to let everybody live how they see fit. I didn't want to keep mine. I prayed over it, and God said, find somebody to remove it. That's what I did. I didn't feel the need to keep it and wait on him to heal it that way. Again, I don't knock anybody's choices, but this was mine. Again, fertility was not an issue for me because I have my 3 children. I'm getting older, even though I don't look it. I am getting older, and I want a new normal for me. I don't want to have to set alarm clocks to change my pads during the night. I don't want to keep messing up mattresses and carpets and seats in my car and planning my day around whether or not I can go to this person's house and change, tampons, or just sometimes not even leave the house. Keep missing work, school, whatever. No, none for me, thanks. But again, I don't knock anybody who does. I just think that everybody believes in different things and that people should let people live and mind their own business. That's what I think. I am going to try to get some sleep sometime tonight, whenever my body sees fit. If I could just poot, everything would be fine. Unfortunately, it's not working out like that. Whatevs. I feel like in due time, I think I told you a little bit ago that I took some stool softeners earlier, and in the morning, I'm going to drink some warm prune juice and make sure everything is flowing nicely, because I was on quite a bit of narcotics in the hospital, and with the anesthesia, everything's going to slow down your bowels. The last thing that I need is constipation on top of not passing gas and these incisions hurting and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, not even one full day. Has it been one full day post-op? Yeah, it has. And these gas pains are just shooting through my stomach. That's why I'm flinching. This is terrible, y'all, but I know that it's gonna get better. Any other questions, comments? I'm here. Like, subscribe, share. Anything you guys feel like I'm leaving out about my hospital experience, or the surgery experience, or anything like that, please feel free to ask questions. If you don't know, I'm here to help. Another thing that I did get a lot of people saying, oh, I can't believe they let you keep your nails. They did. I think I mentioned that before. The piercings that I had, I did remove all my piercings and put plastic retainers in them. The only 2 that I've put back in is my nose and my daith. Everything else is still either out or has retainers in there to keep them from closing up, just because I ain't felt like changing. I've not felt like going back to my metal jewelry just yet. I'm not in any rush. As long as they're not going to close up, I'm fine. What else? She told me I could take all my compression stockings. When I was in the hospital, I had the stockings on, and like these things that massage your legs excuse me, while you're in there. I came home with the compression stockings. Excuse me, God, that hurts. I came home with the stockings on, and the doctor's office called to check on me probably like 2 hours after I got home, and to tell me that my pathology reports were clean, like no cancer, no none of that. So hallelujah. And she was telling me then that I could take my compression stockings off. So that was that. I was able to shower after Dr. LaVar came in and seen me this morning. She gave me the green light to take a shower. Of course, no bath. Not gonna sit down in any water with all of these sutures and glue and stuff, because I have both. But I did bathe. Done pretty good with that. Still using the bathroom pretty frequently from all the IV bags that I ran through, and plus I'm pushing water and peppermint tea and stuff like that here at home to stay hydrated. Still very little blood, just little spots. Earlier when I got home, I feel like because I had bragged about not bleeding, I got home and there was a little more blood than what I had seen right after surgery, but still nothing major. Again, day 2, and I feel like I still made the right decision despite being in pain right now. Know that it's going to get greater later. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything, please feel free to hit me up. I am about to rearrange my pillows and make me some more tea and see if I can get me some rest. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for listening, and 9 times out of 10, I'll talk to you all tomorrow.